This project should be undertaken with parental or adult supervision to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience.
Don't open your eyes just yet. One more step, and... ta-da! How do you like your new house? Oh?
Oh, Sammy, I'm surely happy, but...
I knew it! It's not your style, right?
Hey, Sammy, don't be upset. It's easy to fix.
Really?
Of course, but I'm gonna need your help. Hi, guys! How about another Disney princess craft? Today we're gonna use a lot of foam board and cardboard to build a miniature house.
For Belle! A beauty from the Beauty and the Beast!
By the way, have you seen our other Disney videos?
You can find them on our channel. I strongly recommend you to watch them.
Frankly speaking, Belle's story inspires me so much. She was ready to sacrifice her own life to save her father.
And I'm ready to sacrifice my best colorful paper for the craft.
These stripes do look very cool. You have good taste.
My advice always comes in handy.
So the base is ready. Let's move on to the walls.
There you go, Sue. I think it can be useful.
Sammy, it looks fabulous. Such a nice French-style window. But this way, it looks much better. Although the true beauty is hidden inside. Belle knew that and turned the beast back into a prince.
Really?
Oh, you scared me, little prankster.
I can turn your fear into joy with one light whoosh. Well, what do you say?
It's cute, but don't ever scare me. And I can make a whoosh, too. Isn't it cool, huh?
You're a real whoosher, Sue.
And you'll be happy to know that we'll have more than one floor.
Oh, I can't wait to see the result.
Once again, we'll start with the floor.
I don't get it, Sue. We don't build a central wall there because of the balcony. But it's gonna be cold living without a wall. Brr.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Sammy. We're about to make something interesting. Just be careful with the cutter, guys. Here we go.
Ask an adult to help you, people.
To make the second floor fit the style, let's add some details.
What if we add feathers, or rhinestones, or ribbons?
Sammy, rather than just hanging here, you could attach the other walls, you know. Besides, everything you listed is not in Belle's style. She prefers something simple, but elegant.
Phew, Sue! It turned out to be much harder, so I totally entrust you to proceed.
Such a sneaky little slime. It's coming out nicely. Would you look at this, guys? So nice! And it goes right here.
Sue, look! Do you notice something new about me? Whoa! Ugh, I grew up! Just for a sec!
Are you okay? Be careful next time.
Of course I am, and armed with creativity. These columns clearly lack some color. Here comes the second one. Oh, I'm so good.
Ooh, it's so pretty. Just let me add a teeny tiny detail.
Sure, Sue. We both have a perfect taste.
By the way, this is one of the reasons why you need a friend. To be by your side and to help if you're in need.
Or to say whether your new crown fits you.
Sammy, thanks for this banister.
Watch out, the crazy roofs are coming. And they seem to like gold.
Well, I think they came out really great. Give a thumbs up if you agree, guys.
I wouldn't say no to living in a castle like this if it were real.
But it is. Look up Chateau de Chambord in France.
Wow! It's huge! Awesome!
Our version is not that big, but there definitely will be enough space for Belle.
We will be right back, and you guys have time to subscribe.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly.
Sounds familiar. Sue, what was that?
Seriously? Didn't you recognize it? That's the title song from Beauty and the Beast that won an Oscar for Best Original Song.
Really? I thought only a Hollywood movie can win it.
Oh no, Disney movies win Oscars quite often. To name some, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, The Lion King.
Sue, I have some business to do. Will you manage to deal with this without me?
Would you look at this busy slime? And the last touch. Done! This is a perfect spot for the fireplace. Looks a bit unfinished. What else can we add here?
How do you like my new style?
That's exactly what we needed! I can't believe I didn't figure that out by myself.
You're really lucky to have me. I have so many ideas.
You're right. This is so much better now.
Oh, I can imagine Belle and her prince sitting here sipping cocoa in the cold winter days.
Oh yeah, but to make this fantasy come true, they need something to sit on. There we go. And here is the second one.
Sue, I took care of the coffee table.
Oh, it will look good on this soft, fluffy rug.
Right, let me... Done!
Awesome! Let's move on to the second floor.
Susie, what if we placed a kitchen here?
Sammy, what a funny thing you're saying! A kitchen upstairs? Besides, don't you remember those cute little servants from the movies? They will take care of all the household chores. Let's just imagine that they live somewhere in this castle.
Oh, I wish I had servants too. I would eat cakes every day and would never do a spring cleaning.
Wouldn't you get bored really quickly with a menu like that? All right, Belle's gorgeous room calls for a king-size bed with fluffy pillows and nice bedding.
Oh! I know what we should add.
These are lovely! Actually, there's one character that didn't say a word during the whole movie. And it's extremely important to the story.
I know! Do you mind, Sue?
Of course not.
It's the rose!
That's right, and it has a separate room in the castle. Speaking of flowers, why don't we add more here and right here?
Sue, the house came out so great! I want to examine every detail.
Sammy, you're blocking the view and our friends can't see anything.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Let's check it out together. To present the house to its new owner.
Let's do this. Invite Belle in.
Step here, Miss Princess. Well, what do you say about this?
Oh, Sammy, it's just what I needed. How did you manage to build the house of my dreams?
Great! I'm so happy! Come on, I'll show you the second floor!
Oh, I'm so happy! I'm so thrilled! Hey, Sammy, don't forget to say goodbye to our viewers.
All right, guys, if you liked our craft today as much as I do, give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss our next video.
And subscribe to our channel, of course.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Go.
Okay, start off by mixing all these ingredients together. All the shower gel goes in there with a little bit of water. Give that a good squeeze, get it all out.
Okay, now chill out. You've got bags of time. 10 seconds have gone.
And then pour in all this body glitter.
Do you use body glitter?
Maybe, for a special occasion.
Nice.
Pour all that in.
20 seconds have gone.
Give that a good mix up. Right, now I need your help. Could you please hold on to this bag, put the stopwatch down. Hold on to that. Quick,
cheat,
quick,
actually.
one more time.
It's your
Put the
mate.
funnel in the top there. Oh, it's not going in.
It's not, and,
Right, hold on to that tightly.
Time hasn't frozen. You've got 35 seconds, 40 seconds gone.
Hold it tight. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, in the mixture goes. Whoa!
Yes.
Nearly locked down the top.
45 seconds
Oh,
have gone.
quick, come on, mixture.
I would speed up and it's going all over the shop.
Hold it tightly.
50 seconds have gone. Countdown, 8, 7,
Stop.
6, 5,
Stop
4,
that clock.
3. Oh, hey! Right, 58 seconds. You've messed up the whole desk, but move on.
Messy, but never mind. If I just put these into the freezer and take out some frozen ones. Look. Any guesses what they are?
Well, some people maybe think that they're ice cubes that you put in your drink to wash your mouth out.
Oh, well, that would just be silly, wouldn't it? No, they're ice cubes to go in your bath.
And they are very clever because as soon as you place one into your bath, it begins to release just the right amount of soap.
And as the ice melts, the body glitter is released, and that'll make your water shimmer and shine.
And you can make lots of different smells. How about ice cool sparkling strawberry?
Oh, lovely. Or frozen Arctic apple.
It just goes to prove.
All that glitters is cold. So see if you can beat the clock.
And make some fingertips cool frozen bath cubes in under a minute.
How you doing, Stephen?
No, it's not easy, you know. This wall's been here for thousands of years. I hope it's worth it.
Oh, of course it will be. Think of all the jewels and gold and riches that'll be in there. It'll be fantastic.
It's no good. I can't get through.
What exactly are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to get through, and I.
Well, just walk around the side of the set.
You what? That's a bit embarrassing.
This is the Fingertips Ancient Egyptian Party. Why not invite your mates to travel back to the days of Tutankhamun and brave the curse of the mummy in an ancient burial chamber?
This is such a good idea for a theme party, and it is worth trying out. And one idea that you could do is decorate your room to look like the inside of an Egyptian tomb by making things like these hieroglyphic wall hangings. Simply lining paper scrolls with Egyptian writing, nice and easy. And what about for a creepy feel, make these cut-out silhouetted asps, also scorpions and lizards. And the Egyptians, they worship cats, so these are just made from card, painted, and we've added on some jewelled eyes.
And for costume, your guests could come dressed in a straight black wig, a long dress, try making one from gold material like we have, and flip-flops, and you could make a jewelled neckband with tin foil, sweet wrappers, and even mosaic tiles.
Or try going mummy mad with a costume made out of lengths of bandage, use loo roll to make most of the costume, and use bandage for the finishing touches. Hang on, you missed a bit. That's it, looking good there.
And check out this feast fit for a pharaoh. You could serve up scarab beetle biscuits, that's cookies decorated with icing beetles, test your ancient engineering skills and build a sandwich pyramid, and to quench your thirst from that hot Egyptian sun, you could make some cursed cocktails, that's mixed fruit juices decorated with jelly snakes and plastic creepy crawly cocktail stirrers.
And as the centrepiece to your Egyptian party, why not try and make the fantastic sarcophagus Lucky Dip? It looks cool and is a brilliant game. Get your friends to put their hand in the tomb, search around the bandages and try and find a jewel. If they do, they win themselves a goodie bag with chocolate coins and coloured sweets.
Or maybe you'll be unlucky and pull out a scarab beetle. They feel the same as the jewels, but with this one, you'll get a snake's head full of jellied snakes and other nasties. Or even worse, you might be asked to do a forfeit, like an Egyptian sand dance. Unlucky, Stephen. Now, we've given this a fingertips difficulty rating of 3. It's easier than it looks.
Do you like me dancing?
Yeah, very good, Stephen.
Thank you. Now, to make your own fingertips sarcophagus Lucky Dip, you want to get your fingertips on a large box like this, the kind that flowers are delivered in. If you go to your local florist, they'll be happy to give you one. Also, you need a mask, a plastic mask for the face, or any full mask will do that you can get from your local joke shop, and a box that's a bit wider than the mask that you're going to use. We're using a tea bag box. And finally, a piece of card that's as wide as the base of the box, but you also want an extra bit that acts as a shelf so that you can stick your mask in place at an angle like this. So, a bit of sticker tape there, and a bit on this side as well. And that makes the head part, just like that.
For the headdress, you need to draw a rectangle onto a sheet of card that's roughly the same width as your mask and about twice the height. Now you need to make this rectangle into a sort of weirdy triangle shape by drawing a straight-ish line from this corner to the middle, and then a sort of curved line down to the bottom corner. And you need to cut this shape out and use it as a template to make another one that's exactly the same. Like this. And then you can stick these card shapes to either side of your sarcophagus's face. Just use some sticky tape to hold it in place.
And you now want to stick the head to your box, but don't stick it to the main body of the box, just to the lid, using your cardboard shelf like that. And you also want to stick down the bits of the headdress, but we think it looks better not flat, but just slightly raised. So the easiest way to sort that, get yourself a couple of bits of cardboard, stick them in place, and then stick the bits of the headdress to the cardboard bits like that.
You can make some arms out of rolled up sheets of newspaper with newspaper hands, or stick those in place as well. And then you want to cover the whole lid with one layer of paper mache, but if you don't want to cover the whole lid, just make sure you cover the arms, the shoulders and the head. Can you give me a hand, Stevie?
Here we go.
You can use big bits of tissue to cover the arms and the body, and smaller bits for the detail on the face. It's really beginning to take shape. Let's get painting.
Now, we painted ours blue and gold, Tutankhamun style, and also added some hieroglyphics just here. Now, this one looks like the real thing, but of course, your one can be as simple or as complicated as you like. And when you're happy with it, it's time to add your goodies.
And for that, we've put in 2 card walls, one there and one over here. We're going to put the goodies just in this section, because nobody would find them if they were rattling around inside the whole box. Therefore, we've cut out the handholds here and here.
Now let's get adding things like plastic snakes and creepy crawlies.
Yep, a sprinkling of desert sand.
Also, some toilet roll bandages, which will make it feel creepy when you're rummaging around.
And don't forget, for all the details on how to make the sarcophagus lucky dip, check out the Fingertips website. Just click on Party, where you'll find step-by-step instructions.
You're now ready to add the all-important lucky jewels or unlucky scarab beetles. Now, these are just pebbles that are painted to look like jewels and creepy crawly beetles, but the important thing to your unsuspecting explorers is that they feel the same, so they'll never know which one they're going to get.
So why not treat your friends to a Fingertips Egyptian party with all the fun of the pharaohs?
How could you say that?
What?